Hi Earthlings. There is an unseen force in the universe that molds our reality. This force is controlled by the vibrations we give off through our feelings, ideas, and deeds. Greetings and welcome to the fascinating journey of realizing and accepting your vibrational power, enlightened ones. Imagine the cosmos as a symphony of frequencies, where each person's emotions, thoughts, and actions are all part of a cosmic orchestra. It's a fundamental fact that regulates our experiences and shapes the very fabric of our existence, not just an abstract concept. Our feelings are energy messengers sent out into the universe. They are not transient states. When was the last time you experienced an intense feeling of happiness? Have you noticed how that happiness seemed to illuminate everyone around you as well as your own world? That is the power of vibration at work. Think about your times of dread or rage as well. Did you notice the change in the air? The sense of something heavy hanging there? These feelings have their own frequencies that impact not only our immediate environment, but also the larger cosmic fabric. Have you ever considered the potential effects on those around you of your emotional state? I think it's an interesting idea. Just as your negative energy may unintentionally harm those around you, your positive vibrations may raise someone who is feeling low. Let's now explore this intriguing phenomenon in more detail using realistic cases. Think of a room full of individuals, each with their own emotional burdens. A few are beaming with happiness, their sincere grins and giggles illuminating the room. Some may be consumed by worry or annoyance, their energy producing a noticeable tightness. Think about the office, a melting pot of many feelings and impulses. A team that is in tune with a positive vibratory frequency collaborates more easily, innovates more effectively, and experiences nearly certain success. But add some negativity to the mix, and all of a sudden there are arguments, low productivity, and a stuffy atmosphere. These are not only hypothetical situations, rather, they serve as windows into the vibrational power that every one of us possesses. Our unique frequencies are continuously added to the vast composition of life, making us active players in this symphony of vibrations rather than only passive recipients of the energy surrounding us. Isn't that fascinating? How our feelings and vibrations have a knock-on effect, impacting not just our immediate environment, but even the great expanse of space. And this is a fact supported by scientific knowledge, not merely a mystical idea found only in spiritual teachings. The study of the tiniest components of the world, known as quantum physics, indicates that everything in the universe is made of energy. Particles vibrate and interact at the quantum level according to frequencies, implying a deep connectivity that reflects our emotional and vibrational experiences. Let's now discuss some thought-provoking queries. Have you ever stopped to thought about the frequency of vibration you consistently release into the world? What role do your ideas, feelings, and deeds play in the vibrational fabric of your life? The brilliant inventor Nikola Tesla once said, "If you want to find the secrets of the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration." It's a powerful statement that challenges us to investigate the unspoken realities that shape our reality. So, dear seekers, let's consider the frequencies we emit and the energies we attract as we continue on this path of self-discovery and vibrational knowledge. Are you prepared to use the power of your vibration to create a brilliant, positive reality? Suppose there's a day when everything goes wrong. You awaken with a sense of impending doom that overwhelms you. Every minute seems like an uphill battle as your negative thoughts spin into a whirlwind. Does that sound familiar to you? These are the obvious indicators that one is entangled in the low vibrational web of reality. Low vibrations are continuous states that have an impact on our mental, emotional, and even physical health. They are not just brief episodes of negativity. They impede our growth and distort our perspective of reality, much like heavy chains. Often, underlying this low vibratory condition is a chronic negative attitude. It's as if a heavy fog follows us, bringing gloomy and cynical hues to all of our encounters, exchanges, and perceptions. Have you ever been in a state of mind where obstacles appear insurmountable and even the most promising scenarios feel hopeless? This persistent pessimism is not just a fleeting emotion. Rather, it is a deeply embedded habit that molds our life. It is caused by unsolved emotional problems, traumatic experiences in the past, anxieties about the future, or a general discontentment with the present. It's a vicious cycle that keeps us mired in a state of hopelessness and unhappiness. Let's now consider what happens if we continue to live in this low vibrational area. Persistent negativity has a detrimental effect on our physical health in addition to the mental and emotional harm. Studies have demonstrated that extended exposure to stress hormones, which are brought on by negativity, can cause a number of health concerns, including as immune system weakness, sleep disruptions, and cardiac problems. Furthermore, this ongoing negativity has a significant negative impact on our social interactions. Just picture being around someone who is always so negative. It's exhausting, isn't it? Others might find it difficult to relate to someone whose viewpoint appears to be tainted by negativity. Relationships may suffer, opportunities for professional and personal progress may be lost, and personal growth may be impeded. The game-changing realization, however, is that the law of attraction implies that we draw into our life those things that speak to us. We unintentionally bring more negativity into our situations when we dwell on the negative all the time. It's a self-fulfilling prophecy in which preparing for the worst frequently leads to events that confirm these pessimistic thoughts. What steps can we take to end this loop then? How do we break the shackles of low vibrations that impede our progress? Deliberate effort and conscious awareness hold the key to the solution. It's important to identify these trends, accept their consequences, and make deliberate changes in a constructive direction. Retraining our thinking is a steady process rather than an overnight change. On this path, gratitude becomes our beacon of light. It's about turning our attention from wrong to right. It's discovering causes for gratitude in the midst of misfortune. By practicing thankfulness, we start to retrain our minds to see things more balanced and positively, shifting away from negativity. Another powerful weapon in our toolbox for combating low vibrations is mindfulness. It's about monitoring our thoughts objectively and staying in the present. By practicing mindfulness, we can free ourselves from the control of unfavorable feelings and improve our mental clarity. We might reframe our thinking by making reference to the wisdom of the Stoics, who stressed concentrating on what we can control. We focus on potential, chances, and solutions rather than obsessing on the problems. Now think about this. When faced with a difficult circumstance, have you ever learned to be grateful? What effect did it have on how you felt and how you saw the situation? A famous quote from the Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius says, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts." It provides a deep understanding of the influence that our ideas have on the world around us. Positive thought patterns help us create the conditions for a happy and fulfilled existence. Together, let's go out on this adventure to free ourselves from the bonds of low vibration. Let's change our perspective, develop thankfulness, engage in mindfulness exercises, and reformulate our ideas. Are you prepared to leave the clutches of negativity behind and enter a world of optimism and better vibrations? Imagine a life without direction, a voyage without a map, a purposeless meandering through life. It's a way of living that frequently causes one to lose touch with their inner genius, goals, and ambitions. Not merely a high ideal reserved for a chosen few. Purpose is the lighthouse that illuminates our way, gives meaning to our deeds, and provides us with a sense of direction in this enormous universe. It's the gasoline that lights our souls on fire and stokes our desires. Many people are lost and looking for purpose in a world full of noise and distractions. Have you ever had an internal tug that makes you yearn for more? Or the urge to match your activities to a more profound sense of purpose? Let's now examine the effects of leading a life devoid of direction. It resembles sailing without a destination and letting each day go by without feeling accomplished. Life could appear dull and boring without meaning, without excitement and vitality. Picture a blank canvas only awaiting the brushstrokes of an artist. Your life is that canvas with your values, ambitions, and interests as the paintbrush strokes. When we're not linked to our mission, the canvas is empty and lacks the colors that give life meaning. So how can we get out on this path of finding our calling, bringing forth our inner genius, and giving our life meaning? It starts with reflection, a thorough examination of our inner selves. It's about rediscovering our passions, investigating our values, and discovering what makes us happy and fulfilled in the real world. Think about it. When you were so immersed in something that it felt like perfect ecstasy, have you ever had a moment where time seemed to stop still? That's a hint, a sign of what makes your soul sing. Consider your values, the tenets that characterize your identity and beliefs. We feel real and fulfilled when our behavior is consistent with our ideals. Think back on your goals and desires. What kind of legacy are you hoping to leave? What legacy would you like to leave behind? Our mission is often revealed by these aspirations. Renowned mythologist Joseph Campbell once remarked, "Follow your bliss, and the universe will open doors where there were only walls." It serves as a potent reminder that opportunities present themselves to us when we are in alignment with our passions and purpose. Let's now examine how finding our purpose can transform our lives. Every action we take and every step we take has value when we are driven by a purpose. Imagine a person who is devoted to their career and working toward their goals. They are motivated by a feeling of calling rather than merely going through the motions. Their passion, inventiveness, and fortitude in the face of difficulty are fueled by this feeling of purpose. In addition, purpose serves as a compass to help us navigate the challenges of life. Making judgments is made easier, and we are better able to deal with uncertainty when we have a clear purpose. Imagine now living a life filled with passion and purpose, where every decision you make advances a greater cause. It's a life where happiness and fulfillment are woven into the fabric of daily living rather than being ephemeral states. So, my dear searchers, are you prepared to go off on a path of self-discovery and re-establish a connection with your values, goals, and passions? Are you ready to unleash your inner genius and give your life meaning and purpose? The word change is frequently associated with resistance, dread, and uncertainty. Our lives are constantly shaped by this energy, but many people struggle with a dislike of change and cling to what they know even when it's holding them back. Have you ever noticed how a variety of emotions are triggered within us as things change? It feels like being divided between the comfort of the known and the attraction of the unknown when perched on a cliff. It is human nature to want stability and predictability, therefore resistance to change is normal. But what if we saw change as a chance for development, rebirth, and transformation rather than as a threat? Think of life as a river that is constantly flowing and changing. It's like attempting to swim against the current when we reject change. It's draining and frequently pointless because change is a necessary component of life's organic cycle. Let's now examine Wu Wei's ideology, which has strong Taoist roots. Wu Wei is not about standing still. Rather, it is about flowing with life as it naturally unfolds and moving smoothly in unison with the cosmos. It's about letting go of opposition and letting life unfold naturally. Picture a leaf being dragged downstream by a mild current. That leaf yields to the river's flow rather than fighting against it. Comparably, when we welcome change, we go with the flow of life and make room for fresh chances and experiences. However, how can we move from opposing change to appreciating it? How do we develop a quantum mindset that makes it possible for us to move through life's ups and downs with resilience and grace? It starts with a commitment to intentionally see change as an opportunity for development rather than a threat. It's about changing the way we think and welcoming the unfamiliar with an open mind and curiosity. Think about the Stoic school of philosophy, which stresses concentrating on the things that we can control. Although we are powerless over outside events, we do have control over how we react to them. Let's now consider what courage really is, the courage to face our anxieties and venture into the unknown. The Stoic philosopher Seneca once said, "It is not because things are difficult that we do not dare. It is because we do not dare that they are difficult." Isn't it interesting how our reality is shaped by the obstacles we perceive? Daring to welcome change allows us to face our anxieties and make room for growth and new opportunities. Being mindful is essential for adjusting to change. It's about accepting our feelings and acting on them without allowing them control who we are in the here and now. We can adjust to change and respond to it with poise and clarity when we practice mindfulness. Imagine now a life in which transitions are seen as chances for development and evolution rather than as something to be avoided. In the face of uncertainty, adaptation and resilience serve as our partners in this life. So, my fellow wisdom seekers, are you prepared to let go of your resistance, welcome change as a tool for personal development, and develop a quantum mindset that flows with life? Are you ready to enter a world where a shift opens the door to countless opportunities and novel experiences? After this deep exploration of vibrational power, liberating ourselves from low vibrations, finding our purpose, and accepting change, let's combine our knowledge and go forward on the path to transformation. We have unraveled the complex dance of vibrational energy during our exploration and come to comprehend its pervasive power in molding our worlds. All of our thoughts, feelings, and deeds are like threads weaving together the fabric of our life, not discrete events. Our vibrations are not just passing by. They are the creators of our experiences, both inside and outside of us. We descended into the depths of low vibrations and realized how pernicious they were to our lives. Chronic negativity, the sign of low vibrations, distorts our views and has an adverse effect on our relationships, physical health, and mental and emotional well-being. However, we have revealed the secrets to releasing these bonds: mindfulness, gratitude, and mental restructuring. With the help of these resources, we may break free from the grip of negativity and live a positive, well-balanced existence. Finding our purpose turned into a guiding light for us, giving our activities significance and illumination. We set out on a self-discovery quest to re-establish our goals, values, and passions. Rather than being a far-off place, purpose is a journey we take on a daily basis to make sure our activities are in line with our highest goals. Change, which is sometimes seen as intimidating, has the capacity to alter. By examining Wu Wei and Stoic teachings, we were able to accept change as a normal part of life. Giving up resistance allows us to fully immerse ourselves in life's currents and shift with grace and resilience. It's time to combine these realizations and apply them to our life, enlightened seekers, in order to bring about profound transformation. Let's make a commitment to cultivating conscious awareness by paying attention to our feelings, ideas, and behaviors. We begin the process of increasing our vibrations intentionally by being aware of the ones we emit. We will make it a daily habit to express gratitude, which is the foundation of optimism. Let us discover reasons to be thankful in both quiet and chaotic times, changing our perspective from lack to abundance. Our purpose will serve as our compass. Let's keep exploring who we are, pursuing our passions, living out our ideals, and incorporating our ambitions into every aspect of our existence. Change will no longer be a cause for dread, but rather a doorway to development. Let's face the future head-on and adjust to life's ups and downs with resilience and openness. Recall that the trip towards higher vibrations is a constant growth, one that is weaved through deliberate actions and conscious choices rather than an overnight voyage. Together, let's set out on this life-changing adventure, encouraging and supporting one another as we ascend to higher vibrations and a life full of purpose, optimism, and fortitude. The mystical poet Rumi once said, "Respond to every call that excites your spirit." Accept this invitation to raise your vibration, change your life, and set off on a path illuminated by your inner light and deep purpose. May you be filled with happiness, contentment, and a steadfast sense of purpose. Let's move forward, creating a world that hums with promise, optimism, and limitless potential. We are grateful that you are traveling with us. Until our paths cross again on the journey to enlightenment.